with the blood. In other words, drain the blood out of it, man. Okay? But now, like I said, what did Paul do in the next chapter? Let's go back to Acts the 16th chapter in the first verse. Because after all that arguing, what did Paul do? He said, look, get yourself circumcised, man. Right. So we don't have to go through this mess no more. Right. Go ahead.
Then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timotheus, the son of a certain woman, which was a Jewess, and believed, but his father was a Greek, which was well reported of by the brethren that were at Lystra and Iconium. Him would Paul have to go forth with him, and took and circumcised him because of the Jews, which...
That's the first thing that Paul did, so he don't have to deal with that mess no more. Go ahead.
Took and circumcised him because of the Jews which were in those quarters, for they knew all that his father was a Greek.
Yep. And they had a problem, them Jews, the ones of the circumcision, the Jews, they had a problem with Israelite foreigners, man. We know about his father being a Greek, but his father was actually an Israelite, okay? Now let's go from there to Exodus, the 12th chapter, the 14th verse to the 17th verse. All right, go ahead.
Exodus chapter 12, verse 14.
Exodus 12, verse 14.
Okay. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and you shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations. You shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread. Even the first day you shall...
Said forever, man, throughout all your generations. All right? I don't know what the hell the Hobbit and the rest of them clowns are talking about. Let's go, forget about that, and let's go to Exodus 31, verses 13 to 16.
Exodus 31, 13. It says, Speak thou unto the children of Israel, saying, Verily my Sabbath shall you keep. For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I am the Lord that doth sanctify you. You shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy unto you. Every one that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh it is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant.
Now there's a lot of us out there that we have no choice, but we got to work on the Sabbath because of this man's society, man. That's why this man's the devil. That's why we call him the devil, man. He forces you to work on the Sabbath, man. All right, now let's go from there to the book of Leviticus, the 3rd chapter, the 17th verse.
Leviticus chapter 3, verse 17. Leviticus 3 and 17. It says, It shall be a perpetual statute for your generations throughout all your dwellings, that you eat neither fat nor blood.
Yeah, so the Lord's done away with, so you can eat fat sandwiches, right? All right, let's go from there to the book of Romans, the 2nd chapter, the 12th verse to the 15th verse.
Romans chapter 2, verse 12. For as many as have sinned without law shall also perish without law, and as many as have sinned in the law shall be judged by the law. For not the hearer of the law are just before the Most High, but the doers of the law shall be justified. For when the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law are a law unto themselves.
What does that mean? That means before you woke up to Israel, you know that there's something wrong when you raise up and kill somebody. You know in your heart that there's something wrong. You have a guilt feeling. When you lay with another man's wife, when you creep, all right, that you know that's wickedness, man. And for you, Lahab, that's talking that bullshit, don't talk loud to Israel. They had songs, TLC, them demons, man. So I creep. That's nothing but wickedness. That's why left eye dropped the fuck dead, man. Our people are wicked. As the scripture said in Jeremiah, our people became more wicked than the wicked, man. So you won't give them a daggone pass, man. Like I said, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, going to do some damage to Israel, man. Go ahead.
It says, which show the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience also bearing witness, and their thoughts the meanwhile are cursing accusing or else excusing one another.
Now, let's go to Psalms 119:33. Quick, Psalms 119:33.
Psalms 119:33. It says, "Teach me, O Lord, the way of thy statutes, and I shall keep it unto the end."
That's plain. That's straight and to the point. Now let's go from there to the book of Malachi, the 4th chapter, the 1st verse to the end. And we're going to end off of that. Go ahead.
Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing."
There goes that name for you guys that don't want to acknowledge the name of the Father and the Son. Go ahead.
"Shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and you shall go forth and go up as calves of the stall, and you shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be as ashes under the soles of your feet.
Who are the wicked? Esau. Go ahead.
In the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts, remember ye the law of Moses my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb, for all Israel with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet."
What did it say about what? The law? What?
It says, "Remember ye the law of Moses my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord."
Now, how did he send him? He sent him in the form of in the form of John. He came back as John. That's why Yahushua broke it down to the disciples. Go ahead. He said it 2 times. Because it didn't register the first time. Then he said it another time. Then it registered. And even John didn't even know he was Elijah. Go ahead.
It says, "And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse."
And with that, we're going to close, and I'm going to say shalom. And you, Israel, you better get yourself right. Get right.